Welcome to lightingcontrolpros.tv. This is the very first episode, December the 14th, 2009. I'm Trevor Orrick.
And I am Bill Trammell.
We're excited because we believe this is the first true lighting control podcast or webcast. And we've got a lot of exciting things planned. We've got a lot of guests, lots of new technologies, and just about anything else involving lighting control. We're here to talk about it.
Yeah, so the reason we started this podcast was that we felt that light control was kind of at a point where it was a really interesting technology and had a lot of benefit for people, but it's not very mainstream yet. And like even when I talk about what I do, I say lighting control, people are like, well, what's that? Like people don't automatically understand what lighting control is. And we think in part it's because there's not enough education about it.
Yeah, I would say that most people, believe when you think of light control, they think, oh, like an on-off switch, simple toggle switch, maybe dimming.
Mm-hmm.
I think realistically, it's funny because it's one of the things we use the most in our lives, but yet people kind of take for granted. Mm-hmm. And I myself, when I'm working with clients and things like that, just always try to bring people in and give them examples of how they use it on a day-to-day level. And I think now we're seeing kind of a major shift to people's, the way they use their lighting, both in their home and commercial. So Bill and I thought it'd be a great time to kind of start something new, which started with Lighting Control Pros, which is an online blog that Bill's kind of championed, and very soon an online forum, and of course, lightingcontrolpros.tv.
So, we talked about what we're going to talk about yet?
Well, I was thinking we'd start off with a little bit of history and kind of why we're doing this, besides just dimming and all that fancy stuff.
Yes,
one of the things that I think is probably the most interesting is, we always think about things changing really quick. I mean, take for example, cell phones, what they were 10 years ago, to the iPhone and whatnot. And I was thinking maybe we start with just a quick look at probably the most common thing, which is the old incandescent light bulb. Been around for over 100 years. Probably the best, I think, temperature and color of light. Still, to this day, we know the most about it. We perfected the technology. And we know how to control it.
Mm-hmm.
The interesting thing is, though, that in the last few years...
He always carries light bulbs in the jacket.
Yeah. This has become kind of assumed by most common people as an acceptable replacement, which, as we all know, that are in the lighting control and lighting profession, we don't like these things. So,
Move CFL. That'd be a recurring theme in Light Control Pros.
So what's interesting is you go from something we've had over 100 years that we all know and love and use to all of a sudden in the last few years, as this is a widely accepted standard, which, go figure. So, I think that it's kind of funny to think that 10 years from now, we won't be using these anymore either, or these. We'll be using something like LED technology or who knows what else in the future. Kind of to draw another conclusion is take what a cell phone was 10 years ago, and today where we carry basically a mini computer in our pocket, and this mini computer in our pocket that also happens to be a phone also can control our lighting. So 10 years from now we'll be laughing at these, that we were actually falling in love with these, and these were the widely accepted standard in telephones. That being said, I think the next evolution really is interfaces for lighting control. Mm-hmm. Gone will be the days of the toggle switch, and in will come in, more than just dimmers, but smart dimmers of different types, and obviously keypads right now, but who knows what's coming down the road.
Yeah, so we, the one thing that when Trevor was talking that is kind of shocking to me, because before I came into lighting control, I didn't know anything about lighting control either, but the more I worked with it, the more I realized that lighting control is one of the most underrated parts of building design. Like you think about HVAC,
Yeah, that's true.
like they spend so much time and energy making sure that HVAC systems are efficient and well routed, and you know, it's all centralized and it's all controlled from one area. But lighting, like imagine if they did HVAC the way they do lighting now. Like they had one fan, you know, that nothing was connected, nothing was integrated, you know, there wasn't technology linking everything together. Like, I mean, it would be sort of unheard of right now as far as HVAC.
Yeah, I think, you know, we've seen an evolution as far as commercialized lighting control systems and lighting design. I think, you know, you get some rare instances where you get a culmination of both in commercial. Where you get someone who actually really cares about how the light changes the structure, the building. And then you have the ability where they want to have that control so they can always make the light kind of change and also react to structure. That makes sense.
Right. It's part of the structure.
But, you know, I think those are too far and few between. You know, I'm sure as time goes on, we're going to see more and more of that. But in the residential sector, you know, it's really only been kind of more or less a luxury.
Right.
However, I mean, I've been in 30,000 square foot homes that have terrible lighting design, and you know, a banks of 10, 15 switches sometimes in one room on a wall. So, you know, you can say it's luxury, but at the same time, I think it really just comes down to the architects, the engineers that are on the projects, and you know, trying to convey to the clients that how important these elements are.
Just education.
Just education. And our company, or my company, has been really involved in trying to educate architects. We host luncheons, you know, at least once every quarter, just to talk about why you'd want to control lighting in an environment. Obviously, interior designers, they kind of get this.
Yeah, because it interacts with what they're trying to accomplish.
Right.
They can't really do what they're doing without good lighting control.
Right, it helps them achieve what they're looking to do. But realistically, I mean, if we could get all the architects and electrical engineers on board, you know, it really helps kind of create the whole package. And so, you know, part of what we're doing here is just really to kind of get the vibe going on why we want to.
I'm excited about lighting control. Lighting control is awesome.
So, one thing we really like to do is, you know, get feedback from all of you out there as to different topics that we could bring on the show. Obviously, being the first one, we're just kind of out there on our own right now. So anything or any ideas that you guys have, it's more than welcomed. We also ask and invite any industry leaders or representatives to please contact us. We'd love to have you on the show. Also product. You know, we have access to product and to demo product and show product, but we'd be more than happy if manufacturers would like to, you know, send us beta product or just demo product to show. And as an example on here on Lighting Control Pro TV.
Yeah, awesome. Also, a quick shout out to our Twitter buddies. Let's see, Courtney Danielson and Ashley Deneau. So thanks for rocking Twitter. And also we have commenting below. So if you have any comments or feedback or anything that you think would be interesting or just want to talk about, leave a comment for us.
One thing I was thinking too, besides being in the industry, if you're just a viewer, you even want to come on the show, you think you have a good view on how things should be, feel free.
Yeah.
We'd be happy to have you come on up here. We're in San Luis Obispo, California. And
great weather, by the way.
Great weather, great wine. And so we're welcome to good ideas, good times, and we just want to spread the light.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.